Yay, look at the little cardinal eating the bird seed that I put down. Yay. My poor dogs are like, can you please let us out? All right, so here we are, day 4. Is it day 4? I don't even know. This is day 5, I think, because this kind of all started Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, day 5. Unbelievable. But I've had power for 15 hours straight, if not more, I think. I think it's probably more. I don't know. I think I've lost track of time. But it feels really good. Like, I read an article that they're saying that the grid is stable and that we should not be having any more rolling blackouts. And so I really, really need to get some sleep. Like, some really, really, really good sleep. I'm actually drinking some tea right now. It's like an echinacea or something like that, whatever it is, to kind of help my immune system, because I just feel exhausted. And I'm runny nose, I got a sore throat. But I know I'm dehydrated because it was so cold. It was so cold. And my friend is telling me, well, this is, the way that people are trying to tell you that it's time that we stop depending on the federal government. And, just it's time to stop being softies and let's learn how to kind of survive on our own. And I get it, man. I'm not sure who's trying to teach us this lesson, but I can kind of agree with her that I think that we have become soft in some ways. And we should be able to rely on our own skills to to be able to survive. I'm glad, again, I'm really glad that I'd already had all this time to work on getting out there and getting outside of my comfort zone and stuff like that. By going camping and buying a bunch of camping gear, and so I was able to at least use a lot of that stuff, just, simple little things like just lights and, little battery chargers that, you would take when you're out there and you don't have a power source and stuff like that. And so I don't know. I mean, I still don't know how to start a fire without the assistance of a fire starter. So that I definitely need to work on. But it's not like this travel trailer has a built-in fireplace or anything like that where I would have to actually light a fire by having skills and stuff. It runs on propane and stuff just turns on. But also, one of the other things that I've learned from having a trailer is that I really don't know what I'm doing. And people were coming around and offering assistance and asking questions about how I'm handling all of this. And I'm like, well, I'm just running my stove. And they're like, well, ma'am, you could have totally have done this, and this. And I'm like, whoa, my goodness. And I'm so not at all. This trailer is not where it needs to be. And when I bought it, I didn't really quite understand all the stuff that the girl was telling me that she had done. But basically, this thing is kind of rigged up for not mobile use, but stationary use. And so all the other, all the things that other people around me are prepared to handle with their trailer, like apparently I can't do because it's not set up like that. And just something like so basic, like being able to put my battery up, hook it up to the trailer to be able to like run lights and like your furnace and stuff like that. And just like I couldn't even run the furnace just because I didn't have a battery hooked up to it. I had a battery, it's sitting out there, I just don't have the proper hookup. Like the cable is like missing some pieces and stuff like that, so it's like, oh man. So I think that I would have been in a much better situation had I had I really known these kind of things. And I basically got the guy to back this trailer up and then plugged something into like the outlet out there, and I literally have everything functioning the way that it needs to be. And so she did a great job, but it also like just made me kind of like, I just kind of took other things for granted, because I technically could have survived this in total like peace and harmony had I just had the basic battery hooked up in order to run the furnace. I mean, yeah, it still would have been hard because I don't have water or anything like that, but just little stuff. And then, I was like, I kind of just played it off like I'm a total newbie and just whatever. I'll have it together for the next like crisis that is going to happen. And I can guarantee you something's going to happen, because this is February and something crazy happened in January of 2021, and this is February of 2021, and something even crazier happened. And so I imagine this isn't over yet. Like, it's 2021 is just getting started. We really thought 2020 was the one, but that's just BS. That's not true. 2021, I bet you anything is just going to be just as jacked up, if not worse. So but part of this lifestyle is being able to again pick up and leave. And ultimately, I guess for me, it is kind of like prepping for what it is that we don't know what's ahead. And again, the last year was horrible. The first 2 months of 2021 have been horrible. I cannot imagine that we're out of this, and I don't want to get crazy where I'm just like, okay, now I'm going to take it to all the extreme where I'm considered a prepper now. But maybe I need to be a prepper. I don't know, because again, last 5 days, totally jacked up. Like, totally jacked up. And I don't want to feel like that again. Like I have no control over the situation. Now, granted, I can't stop the weather. I can't, predict shit like that. Okay, I can't. I totally can't predict it. But what I can do is be able to be in control of my little environment, my living situation, and be able to trust it enough that if anything does happen, I would be prepared. I would be, safe, and being able to make that decision that, yeah, this my surrounding is no longer safe for me, and I need to go somewhere else. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of work to do, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be a little scared about what I don't know, and the fact that I think that life is definitely going to throw me some curveballs. It's not just me, but it's like all of you guys too. I mean, because we are legitimately in this together. I mean, yeah, I think so. I think we're all in this together, and I know I've got a lot of work to do, and I imagine that, it's definitely not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. That's okay. But yes, priority. Learn what RV living or RVs are really truly how they're made. And, you know, stop making excuses for, like, getting stuff out of storage. Because you know you have really nice curtains over there. And stop being lazy about just doing little things like that. And that way you can take off blankets like this. Like this. And take these things off so you don't look ridiculous. Um, by like, really, that's how you want to live, Jenny? But look, I have no shame. These little blankets really, really have helped me. This was actually the first blanket that ever went up. This was before the winter freeze. And I put this up because I wanted privacy between myself and Bill, my neighbor over there, who's actually really never here. He's like gone for like 2 week stints, and then he like comes back for a couple of days, you know, grills some steaks, makes some pork chops and stuff like that, and then like he goes off again for like 2 weeks. And so he's like the perfect neighbor. He's super quiet. He's like, because he's never here. But yes, aside, of course, you know, just like basic stuff, battery, you know, learn a few things about how these things work. Get yourself some nice insulated curtains, and, you know, they can match, and that's okay. Forgive yourself for making an effort with matching. And that's okay, because this is your home, and you still want it to be nice. But you can have it, you know, nice and mobile as well. But, you know, anyway, sorry, I'm kind of just going on a tangent over here. Again, very crazy last 5 couple of days. And I'm really looking forward to hitting the sack right now. I'm tired. I'm kind of delirious. My body aches. I don't know why. I'm just like, I'm so over it. But anyway, so thanks for watching, and I look forward to posting other stupid shit in the future. Hopefully it doesn't involve, you know, natural disasters, whatever. You know, I might be able to handle, no, not locusts. I can't handle locusts. But, you know, I could maybe handle, I don't know. I don't know, folks. I'm really tired. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. All right, this is probably TMI, but I usually don't wear clothes to bed. And this is proof that it is freaking cold here in Houston. That is sleep pants. I've got 2 shirts on, 2 pairs of socks. I could use a 3rd pair. And, yeah, folks, it's pretty freaking cold if I'm going to do layers like this. Anyway, all right, good night.